Brad Matthews. Brad, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing really, really well, thanks. I was on waiting earlier, and then my laptop just totally froze. So I'm going to try to get back in. It's all full. Before I say anything, I'd like to wish you and all of the We Are Tottenham TV team, all your friends and families, a really happy Christmas or happy holidays or whatever it is you celebrate. And I hope you're all well.
I celebrate Conte. That's what I celebrate.
Well, yes, we're all Conte. We're all in it for the Conte. No, never mind.
No, but Brad, you brought up a good one for the Skipp. What was it? Skiptomaniacs.
Skiptomaniacs, yes. Skiptomaniacs.
I love that. But no, my thoughts are to you as well. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I know you're in isolation right now, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I went to the game on Wednesday, and my friend who I had a few beers with before the game phoned me the next day, said he tested positive. So I did the test on Friday, was positive. Got a PCR test, that's positive as well. So,
but you're feeling okay, yeah?
Yeah, I had basic cold symptoms, but and a few lower back pains, but nothing really too bad. I mean, I'm double vaccinated and boosted, so I reckon that's got a lot to do with it. And but yeah, I feel fine at the moment. I just sad that I couldn't get to the game today or anything like that, and I'm not too worried about missing out on New Year's Eve, to be honest. But yeah, I've got to stay until early January, so that's how it goes. But no, I feel fine, thanks.
Good. That's what we all want to hear. But on the game today, I mean, it was really just an easy, routine win today, wasn't it?
It was. I thought it was a very professional performance. I mean, we did what we had to do. We got the 2 goals, and then obviously the sending off helped as well. And in the second half, everyone I'm sort of talking with were going, "Oh, let's smash them!" But you could see that they, whether it was subconsciously, but they seemed to just take their foot off the gas a little bit. And I think that's fine because we've got a game in 48 hours, so you don't want to be them sort of just sort of doing themselves in. And then we got the 3rd goal. We won it 3-0. That's all goal difference. But yeah, and I thought it was a very professional performance. Conte shows what sort of manager he is by replacing our best players. He was confident enough to take Kane, Son, and Højbjerg off. So, okay, guys, you've done enough. We need you for the next couple of games. And I just thought that was just brilliant. And he shows that he's got confidence in his players. And they've obviously got confidence in him. So I thought it was a very good performance. Yeah, of course we would have liked to win 4 or 5-0. Of course we would. But that will come. That will come.
So the difference all of a sudden, the Spurs fans going, "Oh yeah, well, you could have won 4-5, no, isn't it?" It's like, all right,
but it'll come. Don't worry, it's going to come against the Arsenal, hopefully.
Well, yes.
A couple of players I want to get your opinions on. First one being Ollie Skipp. What did you make out of him today, and what have you made out of him as a whole, really?
Oh, the guy is just amazing. I mean, we seem to forget he's only 20 years old, and this is his first full season in the Premiership.
Yeah,
And the guy plays like he's been playing for years.
Yeah.
And I think since Conte's been there, I think he's added more stuff to his game as well. He carries the ball now. He puts a pass through. He's even getting in positions for shots. I mean, he had that shot in the first half and a couple of times where, the crowd goes, shoot, sort of thing. But he's just phenomenal. He gets the ball.
That's the one thing I want to see him add into his game is when because he takes up that. You're right. He takes up that position really well, and it drops him a lot. I want to drill that and train it, or take time yourself. Put the things up on the goal and just hammer. I want to see him hammer.
Play on the pitch is second to none, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to see him shoot more. I want to see him just bang, top corner. Because imagine he adds that. Imagine he becomes a scoring midfielder.
Oh, gee, yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing he needs to add.
That's what he's got to add. That's it. And then we've got a box-to-box scorer.
Yeah, and we all remember the pass he did in the pre-season against Leyton Orient. So he can pass the ball. He's not. Just
Was it the one that he went right across the field?
Yeah,
beautiful.
I mean, so he can pass the ball. He has got vision. So. Yeah, I think this. I mean, I said at the start of the season that he's my outside bet for the England squad for the World Cup, and I think that's going to happen. I'm not saying he's going to make the first 11, but I think he's definitely going to be in that squad. Definitely.
I mean, if you're talking about Skipp for the England squad, you're talking about Henderson, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice. I mean, out of those 3, who comes out for Skipp?
Well, as I said, I'm not so sure he's going to make the first 11.
I mean, I'm talking about the squad because those.
I'd probably say Henderson, actually, because I quite like Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips. So I'd probably say Henderson. Who, to be fair,
it's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you know what they have on them though is those are the not just captains, but those are the leaders of their squads.
Yeah.
And so we see in Skipp a potential future leader, and I think hard to take out a leader because it's not just like. But people will rag on Henderson a lot, but actually he's like a phenomenal kind of captain and mind and voice. If you know when when there was no fans in the stadium, you could hear players. You could hear him so loud, and that's what another thing that maybe this is going to come with time for sure. But like being loud and being dominant and being, like the one thing people don't really rate Højbjerg enough for is his kind of like captaincy in that part. He organizes everyone. He's probably louder than Dyer and how he organizes the back, and that's what we kind of want to see Skipp develop as well. Like he's made his way into the team. He's now, you're right, he's just become a station bearer. Like now he has to become like the owner of his position.
He reminds me a lot actually, and you guys probably, well, you are too young to remember. He reminds me.
How dare you? I'll have you know, I'm also suffering from the old man in a young person's body.
Well, he does remind me of Steve Perryman.
Oh wow!
No, you're right. I had no idea. No, I'm just kidding. No, I got you.
And Steve Perryman was very young. I think he was about 19 when he might have actually been younger when he made his debut. And he actually, Alf Ramsey, the manager at the time, did actually say he wanted to pick him for England, but he felt he was too young. So that's Steve Perryman, and who obviously went on to become a captain. So so I think that's what he reminds me of, definitely.
Steve Perryman, most capped Spurs player ever, right? So
exactly, and you can imagine Skipp becoming that as well. I mean, maybe the modern day players don't play for that long, but yeah, you can see that happening with Skipp as well, definitely.
Definitely. Another player who I want you to wax lyrical about, and that is Lucas Moura. What a performance from him today.
Well, the guy is I didn't actually, you watch the game and you don't I don't look at the stats and that, but then you sort of see his interview and it's got him as 1 goal and 2 assists. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's right. This is the player that everyone had said, oh, he's great, he gets to the bar, but there's no end product with him. And now he's done that. He scored against West Ham. I think he set up the first goal against West Ham. Mm-hmm. He scored against Norwich. So his goals and assists are now going up. And I think Conte's just said to him, when you get the ball, just go with it. Just run with it.
Yeah, assists and involvements. He's been involved, 5 or 6 in the last 3 games? Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's like,
it is.
We're not really building a team around him, but everything's going through him.
Yeah. He just gets the ball. He wins the ball back as well. He's quite a tough little player.
Yeah,
he wins the ball back and he just goes for it. And there's nothing. If you're a defender, I mean, I've never played as a defender, but if you're a defender, I imagine that the worst thing is someone coming at you with pace and ability.
That's exactly what I said. He's a terror to play against because he's going to come at you. He's like really tricky. His legs move really fast. But then if you get the ball off him, it's not over, buddy. It's not over. Exactly. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be in your face, It's what I've started to notice amongst a lot of the players, and to quote Rambro, which is also one of the best names of the fans in the chat. Rambro is one of the best names. Props to that name. But he came up with a great little pun there. And I like this for what we're seeing in the players. They're starting to look like continentals. Lovely, Rambro. You're a genius for that. But like they seem to have this kind of like toughness amongst them all. Like that stop losing the ball and giving up. Lose the ball and understand that it's your ball. Go fight for it. Go win it back. Yeah. So that's what I saw a lot today, that just because an attack broke down, it could restart quicker from just the same position when you win the ball back. And we did that a lot today.
Yeah, we're winning it. We are. We're winning it back in areas where we can start an attack quickly again.
We're not letting teams counter on us. That's the main thing.
Yeah, we're winning that ball, and they all seem to know. I mean, that's the thing that Conte seems to have got, and I've made this comment many times, is that a champion team will beat a team of champions, and this at the moment is developing into a good team, a very good team. And the good thing about today was the fact that you can still watch it and still think, oh, there's a bit of room for improvement there, Yeah. And that's the great thing about it, is that we're not seeing the best of this team. Mm-hmm. And then if Conte will have, obviously he's been there for 7 or 8 weeks, if he's there for 7 or 8 months and then he gets some new players in January and then the summer window, then, this team could go places. Okay, this season, maybe. Well, actually, no, it's not. Top four's not out of the question this season. I think that we've got
Top four is on.
You know, I mean, everyone was going on about West Ham, and they lost today. Ha ha ha. And but we have to realise, and I think your grandpa said it, that there will be a bad spot at some stage. Yeah. Every team will have a little bad spot, and it's how we react to that. But I think if you look at the table at the moment, and again, I don't like counting games in hand. I'd rather have the points. If we won our 3 games in hand, that will take us up to 19 games, which is the halfway point. All right, forgetting what Chelsea do today, based on Chelsea being 19, we would be 1 point behind Chelsea with them to play.
Yeah. And
that's the thing, is that's how, and people don't seem to realise how close we are to actually giving it a go to get this top 4. And it's how we hold our nerve, because over the rest of the season, 19, 20, 21, 22 games, it's all about consistency. I know I'm stating the obvious, but it's about consistency. And if we can consistently perform, even if we do have a bad spot, we can do it. Well, I think it will also depend on how good Man United do, because they've got a lot of good players there and the new manager. But hey, West Ham, West Ham
Man who United. That's what I say.
Yeah, exactly. And we're 2 points clear of them, and so anyway, so it's going to be an exciting season. We don't have to worry about the Conference League, and you can have your opinions whether you'd like to be in it or not.
But isn't that such a stress off that we don't have to? That we can look at the FA Cup and the Carabao and this league. Isn't that such a when you look at the other squads, and everyone does have a little bit of a speed wobble. When you look at our squad, you have to kind of be looking at going, this squad's getting better. They've actually, if you looked at our squad at the start of you'd probably think 7th, 8th, yeah. And now you're looking at going, no, they're on the up. They're getting better. They're getting more. Their players were underperforming. Now they're at performance level, but now they need to start going for their PBs. Really push the limits.
Yeah, and I think he's had an effect now with the players that we're all talking about selling, which I think you asked your previous guests about who would you sell, and it's like, well, if they're playing like this, and let's face it, I think January, I don't think we'll get many players in January. So the players that everyone's been going on about, get rid of them. Well, no, we might need them this season. We might need them this season to have a squad players. And if your Winkses and your Dele Allis and your Bergwins, if they're putting in good performances, then we're starting to develop a squad. And Conte doesn't seem to be afraid of rotating either, and I think he's done that over this holiday period pretty well. In that he's brought players in, he brought Moura on, didn't he, against Norwich, and now he's starting this sort of thing. So he's resting players, then bring them on. So I think obviously he knows what he's doing. He's got the record to prove it. But I do like what I'm seeing there, definitely. And anyone that knows me knows that I can be quite pessimistic, but I'm actually feeling optimistic at the moment. So.
And that's the glory of the Conte.
My friend, have been Conte. Brad, I wish you all the best, speedy recovery, my friend, and we shall speak to you soon.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Cheers. Have a great night. Come on, you Spurs.
Mate. Come on, you Spurs.